Good morning. Couldn't stay away. Not with Mount Panorama on the menu. Good morning to you all. Are you all doing good? We're already in the race session essentially. So it's qualifying in a minute or two. And then race. And I think I've got three. I reckon I've got 3 races in me before I've got to take care of business.
Pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. Pit exit looks clear.
So you're going to see, although I've not done any laps of Mount Panorama yet for a while. It's mega hot in the UK right now. This is the hottest week of the year, I think, for most people. Pretty much everywhere it's going to be hot. It's pretty nice and comfortable right now, but it is like before 10 AM. It's gonna get way hotter in the early afternoon as the earth heats up from all the sun. I love summer mornings, like before 10 o'clock. I love that bright freshness, and then the afternoon comes along and just makes you regret being born. Ooh. Well, make foot great again. Best way to answer that is to say that you don't have to have potential. You don't have to put any kind of pressure on yourself. Sim racing is open to all, and it doesn't matter how good or bad you are, you will find yourself amongst people of similar skill. At least, you know, in iRacing that's the way it tends to work out. So you don't have to worry about whether you've got potential or not. If you enjoy it, then you are the right person to be here, and you will enjoy it. So, no need to worry or hesitate. Get right in, jump right in. I mean, ACC is already sim racing. Maybe you want to check out, you know, I'm sure you already have done it, but there's a couple of structured systems for ACC, such as SimGrid, Low Fuel Motorsport. Check them out. That could be a good sort of halfway house, because they bring an iRacing style system to ACC. I've not tried it myself, but that's how it's built by the community. It plugs that kind of structured, organised gap that ACC always suffered with. You're welcome. Any questions, anything you're unsure of, just ask me. And there's a Discord link in my YouTube profile as well. If you're just unsure of anything, you can always pop a message in there too. Right, first qualifier lap. It's going to be a bit rough, given the lack of kind of practice getting in the groove, but I know the car, I know the track really well. Should be able to hook something decent together. Well, one thing I will say is that if you like the shorts, you'll love the longs. There's a whole playlist of sim racing tutorials that you will find, hopefully, you will find really useful. So those who found me via my shorts, check out the longs, because I've done them for years. There's about maybe up to 20 videos which I would say are educational. And always looking to build more. This track is good. Just what you need to sort of flush the synapses out. A reasonable lap. I've got no idea where that stands.
Pole position. You've just done a 208.3.
It's yeah, yeah. Got some optimization to go. We're a second and a bit off the top front runners, but there's a lot of optimization to be done at Mount Panorama. We'll nearly graze the wall then. Bit of time lost there. Still valid though. A 10th down on my last lap. Maybe that lap wasn't so bad if it's fourth best, but people are going to get quicker on the colder tyres. I do seem to have the edge on cold tyres. Could squeak a few more attempts out of it, I'm sure. There we go, a couple of attempts. 208.17.
The leader has just done a 206.2.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon once things have been smoothed out a bit, a 206 is definitely within the means. But you have to just keep on trimming the fat off your lap like a razor. So basically today I'm streaming until the 12:45 one will be the last one I do, because I've got a new aircon unit coming at 1:45. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's 4 races. Got 4 races in me today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I do love it. Yeah, Simo, the silly thing is, I only usually use it for when it's like mega massively hot, and simply put, it's cheaper for me to put the aircon on and keep working than it is to just go screw it and down tools, if you see what I mean. It actually is, it costs me more to not work in a weird old way, and I'm like one of them fragile potted plants that needs perfect conditions to put down my, so
Hey, Mr. Dave Cam.
Ooh. Yeah, so in this race we got Dave Cam. He's showing his face, but he's doing his Mackie Vad from the back stuff. What do I work as? This now. As of New Year, this is what I do. Not this right here. This is the streaming stuff is more for my own enjoyment, and also to collect the footage and the moments that I need to then make videos from them and then do stuff like that. But as of New Year, I am basically sim racing social media creator. That's it. It's a lovely feeling. The work still has to be done, but at least it kind of feels like, it's nice to do something that has always been an undercurrent, a massive passion. It's nice to do something like that. It's so easy to do. There's a long list of things I would like to do, and it never feels like bad work. It still feels like hard work, but not bad work.
20 Celsius.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Daniel, here we go. Go. Looks like P1's gone off in no corner.
We got in. But yeah, thank you very much for your well wishes, and obviously, as I said yesterday, it would be meaningless and worthless without all of you guys watching and commenting and just appreciating the stuff that's put out there. So eternally grateful. We are nothing without our audience, and those that take time to just drop a little message. Because I used to be just a lurker. I'd watch stuff, but I'd never say anything. I'd never comment. Now, I know the guy in front looks like he's absolutely mashing his car into the walls, but that could be an element of netcode. We are in the Australian time zone here, so don't put too much stock in them hitting the wall, because it might not actually be happening. I mean, flipping. That is netcode in a nutshell. The internet is trying to figure out where he is, and it can only work with what it has. Hey Vivo. Coaching is something I would love to do, but I've got to be honest, it's going to be low on the priority list until I feel like I'm sort of up on the plateau. What is this guy doing? Need to get rid of him. That's an accident waiting for happening. I need to get in the groove a bit here. That was a save. Trust me when I say. Trust me when I say, iRacing's netcode is the best of the lot, but it can only work with what it has.
Still there.
When there's latency or lag, no system can counteract that. iRacing's netcode is the best one. Fight me. everything else, by comparison, at least it's the best of the bunch we have available to us. Maybe somebody will come out with some crazy revolutionary netcode that has none of this, but of all the systems I've seen, iRacing's is by far the best. I'd love to do a little video on netcode to explain what's really going on behind the scenes, because it's just physics. You cannot go faster than the internet if their internet is far away. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh, we've got some people with battle scars already here, so I think we're going to get a freebie or two. Whoa. Good, awesome. Thought he might do that.
Still there. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. You're right. Well, that was a 210.0.
The thing about the bouncing cars and the bouncing off walls, you can't get rid of that unless you fundamentally change the way the netcode works. And when the netcode works right, or rather, when the quality of the internet connection is good, the netcode makes it almost indistinguishable from real. You really believe that car is there. But when the netcode goes wrong, all of those little predictive curves, the things that iRacing does to predict the position of the other cars can't work with that. So you get weird things like people grazing walls. I mean, that looked like a real grazer because he's actually slowed down. So maybe he's just losing the will to live. This guy needs to get out of the way. He's losing the plot. But I am an Englishman driving in a time zone mostly dominated by Australians. And on many tracks that doesn't matter. But on Mount Panorama you get all these little horrible little artifacts.
Still there.
But trust me, I would
Still there.
100 quid. 100 quid on it. iRacing's netcode is the best of the lot. Whoa!
Between the lines, please, Daniel.
Good morning.
That's a new fastest lap for Edison, 206.4. The lead
Right.
is just done at 206.6.
Equilibrium has returned.
Keep it coming, man. This is great. E4. Edison
Yeah,
is
the
now leading.
ACC's netcode, for example, has been one of the main reasons why I've never got on with it. It's just not right.
Looks like P2's gone off in the cutting. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag,
The gap in front is
Oh.
now 2.5.
but I've got no hard feelings against anything really for having netcode differences. It's not a war. I just know what I like. Basically, hang on, I'll wait till I'm at the bottom of the hill to give you this juicy analogy. really need my delta on this. Yeah, definitely need my delta. Basically, you know, if you watch football and you watch like somebody dummy one way and then go to the left and they send a defender that way because they look like they were going to go that way, and the defender gets completely dummied by it. That's what lag does to iRacer's netcode, and any netcode in reality. But some netcodes do that by just having them kind of glitch around, you know, where you have them transporting and teleporting around to make, you know, to compensate for the fact that that data was missing or that it was wrong about where you were going to be. iRacer's netcode smooths out the points, which is why when you have like, when you have a real bad anomaly of a disconnect between where the car is and where iRacing thought it was going to be, that's when you end up with these weird bouncing effects and scraping the walls when in fact they didn't. Anyway, I better concentrate, I think. That's what's wrong. I knew something was wrong. I knew something was amiss. I haven't turned my butt kicker on. And I can't see with my remote. It's still fine, but I just knew something was weird. Where is my remote? Is my remote? I remember seeing it somewhere. There it is. There it is, you beauty. Ah, there we go. Back to normal. Yeah, cars bouncing around is really off-putting, but it only tends to happen when there's a.
Keep it within the track limits.
Well, that wasn't ideal. Too much of this. Too much talking. Should have been focusing.
Left side. Still there.
Oh, here we go.
V12.
It's not your fault. It's my decision to open my mouth, innit? I know, too much talking, not focusing, yammering on when I should be concentrating on this track of all places. But here we go. Another exciting recovery drive at a place where recovery drives are really difficult. I'm going to stick the brake bias forward a little bit because I feel like that didn't help. I feel like it's a bit too aggressive at the minute. I need some confidence back. But this is going to be like a one place gain back per lap at the minute because overtaking down the hill is really difficult. Ugh. Especially if I do that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get our act together. Yeah. Tapping one of the R1 and R2 shoulder buttons.
There's an incident in Griffin's Bend. Looks like it's long.
Someone's off. Yeah, I'm on a single screen. Duh. Oh my god. Okay. This one's in the bin then, isn't it? Sometimes you just need to be humbled. Can't win them all. You can't win them all, but you don't have to lose them that badly. Yeah, never mind. That's what we call a cascade. And all of a sudden, it just feels like my arms and legs are complete noodles. That was a big bottle right there. That's just a shame.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 9.2 seconds.
Race 2 is going to be better. This is more of a yeah, crew chief had it right. It's about getting the act together. I don't think I'm going to get to the back of that pack. But let's at least try and get back on the rails. Oh, that was really bad. Right.
You'll need to give back the time gained.
I am. There you go.
Okay, Daniel, push now. We can catch this guy.
Right. So this is now a practice session. It was funny. It's funny, isn't it? How literally turn the butt kicker on, and 2 seconds later I'm off. When I said earlier on that I'm like a really fragile house plant that needs to have like perfect conditions to like live, it's probably the same here. Yeah, the Asetek pedals are purely hydraulic. There's an elastomer in the back end of it that does something, but ultimately the chamber is purely hydraulic and the sensor is hydraulic. Come on.
The gap behind is now 2.5 seconds. There's an incident in right tailbone.
Could still be some freebies in it. So you don't use 100% brake for the same reason you don't use 100% of the steering wheel. Same reason is because you can't use 100% of the brake for the conditions that you're doing it in. So there's all kinds of reasons why, but the logic that you've got to apply to it is just you don't use the steering wheel all the way, and you don't necessarily always use the brakes all the way. There are situations where you can just hammer it 100%, but not in this car. The only time you can use 100% brakes and it won't affect the performance of what you're doing is if you're standing still. If the car is moving, then using 100% brakes in a non-ABS car, it will cause a lockup, and in an ABS car you'll still brake, but it won't be as efficient as if you were to do it accurately and finely to the amount you need at the time. That's something that you learn over time and experience.
6.0.
The only other time you can use 100% brakes in a car and it not have any kind of drawbacks is if you're in a Citroen 2CV, because 100% of the brakes is still not a lot. You're welcome, no worries, ask away. Ask away, and next race I'll try and leave it to a quiet bit to answer them. Yeah, if you lock up the front tyres, then you will pretty much lose all your steering. And steering is pretty important. Right, one more lap after this one.
There's an incident in the dipper. It looks like Car, yellow flag. There's an incident in.
He's off.
Elbow.
There you go. Freebie. A freebie and them two are only just there. There could still be a couple of places to reclaim here.
The car in front of us is now calm. Car left.
Yeah, that'll do.
Clear left. Alright Daniel, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. P15, one more lap to go. You've just done a 2:08.7. Car behind is pitting now.
So Y2 relative hoods. Well, one of them, the Race Lab apps one, the one that's sort of a bigger one that you guys can easily read, that's not where it is for me on my screen. It's actually all shoved up in the left corner out of the way. But on the stream layout, it's in a nice place you'd expect to see it. So the iRacing relative screen is the one I actually use. The Race Lab apps one is tucked out of the way, so it's not in my vision. That's for your benefit, not mine. But I do look at it to see who I'm up against as well. Come on, is this guy going to hold on the rest of the lap? If I nail this downhill section, I might get an overtake on him.
Incident in Forest's elbow.
I don't know, too far away to get him into the braking zone up there, but maybe there's a way in the last corner. Maybe.
Side's clear. Yellow flag, right side. Clear right.
Neither of us know where the finish line is. Ah, oh, that would have been so satisfying, but it wasn't to be. He held on. Ah, that was a nice little ending, mate. At least things actually felt like they were back on track by the end of that. Race, but yeah, that was a blooming bottle bank in the middle there. Jesus.
Got turns, went across the grass, but somehow we made it work.
That was a nice view. Nice last couple of laps. But man, what on earth happened in that midsection? So this was the last corner. What I'm trying to do there is basically try and get him to go too deep and then cut back in. But the finish line is just right there. It's a shame. If the finish line was there, would I have got him? Would I have got him? If the finish line was the actual finish line, now he would still have won. So yeah, fair enough. But I think the actual finish line that Bathurst uses is this one down here. That one. And obviously he's way ahead of me there. I believe it is anyway. Am I wrong? No idea. Couldn't see the flagman. What happened then? Absolutely ridiculous. Results screen tells the times. Yeah, it does. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no, it does. So there was a tenth in it. There was a tenth difference between me and Sergey. Right, what happened then? So 2:18. That was the first one. So happily in fourth, and given the attrition rate, it would have turned into a third. Yeah, just flung it in. Just flung it in. That's just pure lack of concentration. That obviously not just thinking about what I'm doing. I wasn't on the grass, wasn't on anything else. Wow, Dave. Jammy to come out in fifth after all of that. So this is me basically reaching down to the side of my cockpit, getting the butt kicker remote, booping it under the rig, and then looking back at the screen and completely floundering in this particular corner, just going in too quick and just chucking the car in. That's like an everyday error. But when you get one mistake, it tends to fluster you and you tend to make more. So where did I make the next one? I think it was the next lap. Stuck behind Laggy McGee. Oh, yeah, that was it. An embarrassing predicament. Yeah, it just gets loose and that's it. So how close did I come to... Good Lord, who was that? Johan, is he still in there? Oh God. Oh no, it wasn't Johan, it was Kyle. Kyle.
Should be about 2 laps of fuel left.
Ah, he's gone.
3.2 litres
He's
per
gone.
lap.
He's gone. I'm sure I'll see him again, but yikes. Yikes indeed. Kyle, if you're watching, I'm so sorry, man. That was silly. Silly. Very silly, Billy. Remember the name, Kyle Newhill. Remember that name if we ever see him again in session. He deserves an apology for that madness. So what happened to Dave? Hopefully we can see it. So I always look at the indicators for the lap times because whenever there's something crazy going on, it's always like an outlier. So lap 3. Oh, blimey. Yeah, here we go. Annoying. Annoying. That's basically what happened to me in Spa yesterday. From the lead. Somebody gets locked into that rear quarter and all of a sudden your car just goes off wherever it's going to go. Ridiculous. Even more ridiculous to end up 5th after that. Same again. So end of lap 7. It ain't usually safety rating that suffers here, I find. It's just iRacing. Because it's usually career enders. Ooh, good lord, good lord, good lord. Good. Sorry, I'm still failing to see how can you do that and still come back in 5th? How can you do that? Or am I seeing things? Am I looking at the grid wrong? But I mean, a commendation, quite frankly, to start 17th and have 2 incidents like that and still come back in 5th. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. The Porsche Cup gods were on your side. Crazy. It's 10 minutes to the next one. 10 minutes to the next one, and I do think that probably a bit of practice would probably go down pretty well. So, I'll save the replay anyway because I can't remember. Can't remember if something. I can't remember anything about that race now. It has been deleted from memory already. Right, loading into the next session. But wow. Wowee. So after that I'm a B 1.57. iRating took a big slap. We're down to 4851. That 5k is very elusive. Lovely stuff though. A fun race, but my god, that complete. All of my hand-eye coordination just spilled through my hands like sand after that first little off track. I lost the focus game immediately after that, and you can't lose that game at Mount Panorama, and you can't lose that game in the Porsche Cup either. If you do that, you're done for. You're toast. So next race is at 10:45. Going to be practicing until then. But I reckon you got your video race there, Dave. That was an adventure and a half. So just lately, I've been doing quite well with a fixed setup, but I will give. In fact, no, I'll give the VRS setup a go. Even though it tends to be quite. Even though the VRS I've found that Zachary Campbell. Yeah, so he's the guy who must create these VRS setups. Oh no. I'll give it a go anyway. Spin a few laps in it, it'll be easy to tell if it's better or worse. But it tends to be, for me, it tends to be a lot pointier and able to turn. but it doesn't gel well with the way I drive this thing.
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 19
Let's still
Celsius.
give it a go. Somebody's wing mirror on the ground. Yeah, somebody's having a good bit of fun there. Right, Kyle something. This mountain makes fools of us all. Kyle, I'm just keeping an eye out for him in any practice sessions. Because I did him wrong. Yeah, I think I can tell that the VRS set is still a little bit too oversteery for me, and I'm gonna go with what I know. Whoever makes the fixed setups for the Porsche Cup is obviously my kind of guy, because I love them.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Kyle something Hill. Kyle Newhill, that's it. And he had a yellow Porsche, so let's keep an eye out for him. Silly thing is, if I had the voice on, maybe he was like, because I mute the voice chat in race, maybe he was like effing and jeffing at me and being exceptionally rude, and I've got no idea, so, you know. And the only way I'm going to be able to find out is to watch Dave Cam's video on it when he releases it, because you do leave your voice chat on, Dave, so I'll just watch that and see how much abuse I was getting, if any. But it's irrelevant. Silly move from me. Silly decision. Didn't expect the car to roll forward like that. I expected to do a nice clean 180 like Travis Pastrana. Oh, oh my god. What kind of silly person would crash on Mount Panorama? Amateurs. Yeah, Simo, I think if he did get on a voice, it would sound something like that.
New fastest lap from Pedersen.
And I would have deserved it. No, I turned my chat off when I realised it was on. So, is there anything I don't like about the fixed setup? It feels a bit tentative on the brakes, but I think that's just this track. It's so, you really do feel like the tyres are just hanging on by the tips of the fingernails under the brakes. Even on a flat track you feel that way. So on a track like this, horrible. So I feed basically all the butt kicker does for me is engine vibrations and gear shifts. Not whoa! That's a wheel off. Yeah, the butt kicker just does engine vibrations and gear shifts.
We'll need to pit for repairs. We've had the meatball flag.
We've had the meatball flag.
Fastest lap for Edison, 206.
We've had the lasagna signal.
Exit is clear. Don't cross the line.
Is there a more Germanic name than that? Christopher Klingenberg? That's a very, very... that's a heritage name, that is. I think it's something to do with second gear coming out of that complex. Makes it pretty dicey. Yeah, hi Angel. Yeah, it's practice for the next one. And judging by how race one went, could definitely do with it. Next race is going to be ticking over any second. So that little 65 registered. Yeah, there we go. So I'm sticking with a fixed setup for this. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I think that you would spend most of going downhill. Well, you wouldn't use any throttle, would you? You'd just be sliding down the hill, praying. Bathurst is satisfying to get right, but very difficult to get right. So you do still spend most of your time in misery, punctuated by moments of joy. The monitor I'm using is a 34-inch Samsung G5 Odyssey 1000R. You're going to see more of that in a video. Well, I'm hoping so. Anyway, I've got a genius idea, like an idea that even I am proud of. I just hope it kind of works. But at the minute, I'm using a 34-inch Odyssey G5 1000R, and the 1000R bit tells you how tightly curved the monitor is, and obviously because I wanted to want it to wrap around a little bit.
It's now
I mean, it's not going to do
21 Celsius.
wonders because it's only a 34 inch, but it's still pretty decent. I can still see pretty much everything that I would see out of the windscreen, but I can't see the side windows. So I kind of have to rely on just a sense of feeling. If anybody's beside me, I do definitely suffer for it. So in general, when I am side by side, I just try and stick to my lane. Would be nice to go back to triples, but it's just a lot easier to manage a single. So I love a 49 inch, but it feels like one very large egg in one basket. 43 would be nice, maybe a little improvement, nothing major. Right. Just turning the fan up. Ah. There's not enough air moving around this room. I'm not going to rely on the aircon. Somebody's coming to collect the old one today, or later on. Got a new one coming.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. We've got 2 laps to get the job done. The track temperature has fallen. It's now 20 Celsius.
Right, concentration. I'll answer that question soon. Probably at the end of quali, maybe. So that I don't. So that I learn from race 1 and not chat. Not chat while going full chat. Ah, graze the wall. That's that lap invalid. Damn. Yeah, definitely watch my long form video on brake bias, because if I tell you what brake bias I use, that means nothing to you. You've got to kind of dial it in yourself, because the way I drive could lend to more or less brake bias towards the front or the back, and the setups can change. So brake bias is something that's very fluid, and the only thing you have to learn is how to kind of detect when the brake bias is a little bit off for you, and what to do about it. Watch that long form video, you'll learn all of that. It's super simple when you know how, but yeah, asking people what brake bias they use is meaningless unless you're running the same setup. And even then, it's just to sort of compare notes and go, you know, I'm using 41% brake bias, but that seems really low. What are you using? If it feels right to you, then it should be fine. As for this right now, I'm actually using the fixed setup. That was so close. Oh. You can't change VECU maps for the Porsche Cup.
New fastest lap for Edison, 205.1.
The only thing you can change is brake bias in this particular car. At least on track. You can do bits and bobs in the setup. Okay, so that's 6. That ain't too bad. Kyle, there he is. Quick, I got 1 minute to say sorry for my utterly ridiculous rejoin last race.
We're running on fumes, mate. 4.9 litres per lap. Very little fuel left. 4.9 litres per lap. That's the end of the session. P7.
I mean, half of the grid has failed to put a quali lap in. But we're all under the same rules. We're all in the same rules. Let's not forget to swap to the right setup. Bathurst. There we go. Yeah, Kyle did say that he got no penalty from it, as in he didn't carry any damage, didn't seem to have any slower car as a result of that, so it's all good. So at least we've made our peace. I don't like to carry any weight on my conscience. So Rain likes his litmus stamp then, okay. Well, he can do a first class send for someone else. What I'm finding, I mean, Luke Jarvis, Vicara ahead of me. He's been in a fair few scrapes in the races I've been in. In almost every race I've been in, he's had a scrape, so I need to be really careful of him.
Here we go. Go, go, go. Incident in Hell Corner.
Oh, that was not good. That was pretty rubbish from me, but nobody's going to pass it.
On your right.
Well, I might lose that space.
Clear right.
I kind of had it coming. If you have a start like that, you're going to lose the place. Right, I'm going to keep radio chatter minimal now. My commiserations. Scary. We live. Need to stop hitting that curb. Hitting that curb doesn't do me any good. Oh, yeah, Luke's off. Oh, side by side up ahead. Go on, fight, 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 fight.
To track limits, please, Daniel.
Cheers, VR guy.
The leader has just done 205.8.
I'm finding it quite fun making them, and obviously they also keep my
P6.
They keep my brain running at full speed, which helps me with the long form stuff. Sometimes when you get locked into a long form project, you kind of get not writer's block. But, you know, sometimes you do need just like a little bit of a push through. So, thank you.
The gap in front is now 2.6 seconds.
That was good. That was so satisfying. Ah, when it's good, it's good. I choose creating videos purely for the fact that streaming just wouldn't work with my life. You know, it's all good when you've got nothing to kind of streaming is a lot of effort. I will say that, as in, you know, you're always on. So I respect anybody who does streaming as a mainstay, because it's time consuming and very constant, but it's time consuming in a way that makes you feel like you gotta commit a block of hours to it. So for me, I'm in a position where because I do long form videos mainly, supplemented by short forms and supplemented by streaming, I can do this for fun, and it doesn't have to be not fun. And the streaming feeds into the long form and short form videos that I do, because, you know, what I'm doing here is I'm having races that, for one, allow me to take part in the thing that I'm doing. It's difficult to make videos about something you're not taking part in. And when something really good happens, or there's like a really good moment, you can basically unfold and unpack into a short or long video. That's perfect. But you've got to actually have been in the races to experience those moments, to actually then turn them into something to make a video about. So it's very symbiotic. I love this. I enjoy having lovely races, but it also it's firewood for the main videos. But good question, because there are definitely people who are predominantly streamers, and there are people who are predominantly video people.
2.0.
Yeah, got to get into the wall because that forest elbow is easier the closer to the wall you are, because it's really got like a bit of a camber in it, hasn't it? I've noticed that. Ooh. Little bit of a tango going on here.
1.6 seconds.
Cheers, stuff, bro. Thanks, Ross. Cheers for taking the time, taking the moment to pop along and tell me that. It's really appreciated. Yeah, come on, fight. Fight, fight, fight.
Okay, Daniel, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 0.9.
Ugh. Getting closer, creeping closer. Hi, Jade.
Edison is leading the race.
These guys going hammer and tongs. They just need to do a little bit more. Bring them to me. Need to stop mowing that grass.
Keep it nice and tidy.
Oh my god. Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we driving alright? Man, this thing has a...
That's half distance. The fuel's okay. V6.
It's very bitey. Very snappy. I think I need to do something about that.
Defend hard. Make them work for it.
Ah, Christ. Yeah, lucky. I mean, my luck is quickly running out. I don't think I've got damage, but this thing is trying to bite.
Car left.
Okay, big send.
Clear left.
Fair enough.
Daniel, come on mate, defend your position.
That was pretty brave from Manu. Yeah, come on, back on the horse. There's 5 laps to get our pace back. Oh, I missed the turning point a little bit there.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag. Ah, oh, that's that freebie that I could have had. Oh God.
Car left. Still there. Still
I said, oh God, before I even hit the wall then.
Push, push, push. We can get this guy. Come on, man. Defend harder. On your right. Right side's clear. You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now.
Hey, at least it just got exciting.
Slow through Murray's corner. P8.
I don't think I've got damage. These guys are very lively. That's what we want. This car is a lot livelier though. What kind of line is that? It is about to kick off. Something's going to happen.
Okay, Daniel, keep out under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Mount Panorama will absolutely pull your trousers down every time. There's a lot of time for something to go wrong though. Oh god, he's off.
Right side's clear.
The pressure got to Edwin then. Right, behind me I got Rain Campbell, who somebody said is pretty gutsy. These two fighting it out and all. Oh.
B6, 2 to go. Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
Lovely freebie, but Rain is behind me and he got a really good run down the hill. One more full lap after this one. That was pretty wide. Pretty wide of a mark there. Oh!
Don't let this guy distract you.
Da! Cheer! Good lord.
It's now 1.3.
That was scary. One more lap.
To go.
A recovery to 6, that's quite nice. Lovely. Not bad. Could have been a lot worse.
P6. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good
Blimey.
finish.
Yes, something definitely very snappy in that. So how hard did I hit? How hard did I hurt my pride? Manny says he didn't want to overtake me into Falcon.
We estimate 2 laps of fuel remaining, 3.2 litres per lap. We think about 2 laps remaining on this tank, 3.2 litres per lap.
That was good. Yeah. Oh, I know. I do like the Nürburgring. I do like the Nürburgring. Lovely stuff. Quite hypnotic. Oh, that was so blooming hypnotising. Gotta be honest. Love it. Right, save. Yeah, go on then. You never know when a replay will come in handy. Right, just hunting for the next session. So, yeah. Yeah, the Ringmeister is on the Nürburgring, but it's not good for scheduling, sadly. I can't believe there's only 6 people signed up for Super Formula at Sebring. Super Formula is great. It's excellent. I think Porsche Cup might actually be the most popular series at the minute, apart from obviously the staples. Anyway, register, gonna load in. See you again, better stroll. Alright, just joining. Super Formula Light. Yeah, I like it, but it's not got enough power for me. I think the handling and aero of the Super Formula Light is too high for the power of the car, so you kind of end up. Super Formula is good for me. I love Super Formula. Let's have a look then.
Fastest lap for error, 2:08.4.
So it's fixed setup this side again, so no point doing any setup jiggery pokery. Would be really good to have random rain.
Clear on pit exit. Black flag. We'll make to pit to serve this penalty.
Ah, really? Wow. How do they? I mean, it's how do they do the points? The points for the iRacing series is nowadays. Because I remember back in the day, there used to be a thing whereby you would do 2 races, and if you kept on doing more races, it would sort of dilute your score. So hopefully they've got rid of that silliness. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than how it used to work. Because how it used to work actually discouraged you from doing more races. Okay, that is a really dangerous corner for that sort of stuff. So I reckon I need to be aware of that. So from now on, I'm basically going to put brake bias forward a couple of clicks before the last few corners, because I think that actually the balance is off for them. That's twice now that corner's kind of caught me out. What do I think of George Russell's DSQ? Or DQ? It's a shame, but rules are rules. And if you're underweight over a race distance, that can amount to seconds on track. And being as he won only just, I didn't catch it live, but being as he only came first by a second or so, then that weight advantage essentially, that would have had an effect. But it's how it came about that means that it wasn't intentional. Like obviously the tyres having less meat on them and not being able to pick up any runoff. But that's the sort of thing that strategists should account for. So somebody just didn't think of that eventuality. I mean, it's just in F1 it's rare to sort of have that kind of miscalculation, but then again, some of the strategy calls have not made sense this year either. So you know, as technical as they are, they're not infallible.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but that's F1 for you. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm definitely gonna do something with that bias. Right, folks, I'm gonna go and grab a quick drink because temperature's climbing. I ain't even had a cup of tea today. But yeah, I'll be back very shortly. I'll leave you with a wonderful at-group dampened camera shot, but I'll be back in a sec.
That's a new fastest lap for Pedersen, 206.7.
There we go. Right, couple of minutes till the next session begins. There's something about Porsche. Lovely, lovely. It's almost like a drone shot, but a good one. Not like the F1 drone shots where they're like just like sweeping around like madmen. Loading in. If you're watching, thanks for being here. Always lovely. Always fun. Always fun to have you along with us. So, appreciate you being here. Let's go again. Yeah, cheers, not nerd. It's just the draw of Mount Panorama was too strong, but I think obviously I'm being punished for my lack of restraint here. It's been a tough couple of races, but
Front exit's clear.
Nice and dramatic.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 21 Celsius.
Yawning at the bottom of Mount Panorama is a bad idea. Hey Francois. Okay. Let's try again. Reboot. Set it off and on again.
Stay behind the line.
Maybe I just spent all of my brain juice yesterday. Alright, who we got? Lots of fast sounding names.
Exit's clear. Push. Okay, Daniel, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Hi Paul and Paul. You see, you wait all morning for a Paul and then 2 come along at once. Hi George. So if you're just joining us, with 2 races down, I got 4 races in me today. So this is 3 of 4. Race 1 was a total bottle bank. Started out alright, but then it just got worse and worse as time went on. Race 2 a bit better, still a little bit scrappy. Hopefully this is the one where everything kind of feels strung together. Quality lap in the bin, but you know, still bring it over the line. Can always do better next one.
That was 209.1.
That wasn't a very good start either. Blimey. Nice. What a difference that made.
Fastest lap for Edison, 206.1.
208.0. Let's see how that stacks up when the second laps come flying in. Still good. I'm happy that that second lap was better. Yeah. 1 minute to go. Lovely.
That's the end of the session. 7th position.
What a crazy track. Dario, I'd say use the racing line when you first get into it, because the racing line is there to basically keep your sanity. But also you should be very, very interested in the latest long form video I did about learning tracks, how to learn tracks without the racing line, basically. So use a racing line initially, just to get used to things, but try to work without it. Try to work without it, and that will help you learn quicker. But don't feel bad about using the line, because if you're just jumping straight in, that line can be the only thing standing between getting frustrated and giving up, or actually having a nice time, and you know, getting into it softly first. Oh, doorbell! That's the worst time for a doorbell. Oh yeah, cheers, thank you. Sorry, I'm in a rush. Oh yeah, sorry, thank you. I think I'm okay. Think how screwed I would have been though if I'd have just heard while I was at the front door. I would have just been like, I'd have just heard the temperature is Rosie, go and lie down. It's okay, everything's fine. Alright, come on, go!
Focus. Go. There's an incident in L corner. You think it might be Edison?
The postie was like, oh, alright. I'll have to colour him tomorrow somewhere and just explain. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Ribbons bend, clear left. Nice start.
Are we okay? Are we okay? Am I okay? Does my car drive right? Don't give me a meatball for that.
The stewards have called us into the pits.
Oh! Yeah. Can't stand tracks with walls.
There's an incident in the chase. It looks like Wong. Look out for the pit speed limit. The pit lane speed limit
What
is
time are we
50 kilometers per hour.
12:01. Ah, dear me.
Box in 260 meters.
Yeah, Postman's fault. Well, let's just trundle on, just in case it's like 10 seconds of repairs, but it's not going to be
100 meters.
It's not going to be good.
50 meters.
Yeah, required repairs 6 minutes something. Ah. Well, there's virtually no point in there ain't much point. Let's see what the flipping heck actually arrived. Oh yeah, good point. If I do stick out those required repairs and actually just go, then I might be able to salvage some iRacing. Right, what was it that arrived? It wouldn't. I don't think it's going to be for me. Oh, sorry, Rosie. No, it's not for me. There you go. Hello. Rosie came running in then. No, she came wandering in like, what the hell are you jumping up and down in and out of your chair for? You can tell I'm not Australian because there's never a knife nearby when I need one. Actually, no, that's more of an English thing, isn't it?
The leader has just done a 206.9.
And got my foliage knife out. So, five minutes of lovely. Yeah, I've missed the Ringmeister. I'm not gonna get there in time. It starts at 10. Starts at 12, so I've missed it. Plus, as somebody has just pointed out, there could still be some retirement still. If I just finished the race, I might actually get back some rating. Cars seem to be okay. Right, so I've got a couple of things that I'm going to be checking out the next couple of days. First of which is this little steel plate. This is an Asetek adapter plate from GT Omega. So basically they've made this so that you can mount your Asetek to your rig without the need for any of Asetek's mounts, which are like crazy expensive, really speaking. They're pretty costly just for the sake of mounting it. Is always one of the sort of a bad taste in the mouth sort of thing, but that's 15 quid, so I'm checking that out and making sure that it works well. And if it does, then obviously letting people know about it, because that could save you a good 50 quid or more. Yeah, it was nearly 5k, but if I'm waiting for the repairs, and then I'm going to finish the race because I could do with the practice, and also there could be some iRacing to recover from it.
New fastest lap
iRacing, rather.
206.7.
So in a minute I'm just unboxing some bits and bobs. But yeah, it's been a rough morning. Not one clean race yet. Maybe race 4 will be the one, because that'll be the last race of the day. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to the QVC channel. So that's the 15 quid Asetek adapter plate that I'm going to be checking out. I'm just going to be taking the Asetek front mount off my rig, putting the normal standard prime wheel deck back on and slapping it on this and making sure that it works okay. 15 quid is a lot cheaper than 50, 60, 70, 100 and thingy bobs. Yeah, Ringmeister is running the Nords on the Porsche Cup, but it's offset. It's the last session started at 12 and I crashed at 12:01, so you know. And earlier on I said I had a genius idea that even I was pretty impressed by, and I was like, that's a really good idea. And if it does actually practically work, then I'm onto something. So oh, 1 minute and a bit. I better not sit here yabbering on and miss the required repairs window. So I'll keep it super quick And if this idea actually works, then you'll see it in the video, because I'll be over the moon with this. But basically, GT Omega do this monitor mount whereby you can just drop the monitor in like that. You can just drop it in like that, and once you've tweaked the little screws and whatnot, it's just like it's a quick mount. Drop it in, just quickly twizzle something up, and then you're done. So I'm gonna be seeing if I can use my 34-inch ultra wide that I've got here, both on the cockpit and on the desk. So I'm literally just going to plug it in and slot it into that mount, and then when I want to use the PC behind me, I just disconnect it, take it out, and pop it on an equivalent one on my desk that I'm going to install. So that way I can use a 34-inch ultra wide for both. Yes, it's a monitor quick release basically. The reason I'm looking into that is because imagine you've got an awesome gaming setup at the minute already. You've got a nice big old monitor, or you've got a 34-inch ultra wide like I do now. You've got a lovely gaming setup, you've got a lovely monitor, but you want to get into the sim racing stuff and you don't want to buy another monitor for your rig. So that can just let you drop your monitor in from the desk to the rig in like 10 seconds. 10 seconds to required repairs left then. And I'm just going to see if I can come out and salvage the scraps.
P-Tactics clear, push.
Nearly got to stop and go then. So the idea behind that is going to be simple. I will no longer need to have a monitor on my rig. It will just be the monitor that I share between the rig and the desk. When I need to,
looks like it's shared.
When I'm going to go racing, I just have to unhook it from the desk and hook it into the rig. It'll also help me out quite a lot when I'm doing video filming. Makes it a lot easier to get the rig in and out. Because when I was filming the Invicta Wheelbase review, I had to take the monitor off a couple of times to get the shots that I wanted. And it's fine, it only takes 5 minutes, but it could take 5 seconds. So I'm looking into that, seeing how well they work. And if they work well, then it could be a nice way to sort of save money when you're starting out.
Skyline looks like it's shed. Yellow flag.
Yeah, go on. That's it. One down. If I finish the race, I'll at least beat him. And not only, it's more of a point that I want to use a bigger monitor for my desk, because I'm on a single screen on a desk as well, which is, considering I do the video editing and stuff like that, that's like silly, that's like almost torture, but I've just become accustomed to it. So to have a nice wider, bigger screen for all of that kind of stuff would be pretty handy. So rather than paying 400 odd quid for a better screen, just pay 25 quid for a quick monitor mount, so I can just sling it between the two when I need to. That's the theory.
P18. Fastest lap for Marquez, 206.3.
Not nerve. I remember 800 by 600 being a pretty tasty resolution to run. That was like, whoa, 800 by 600. Jesus. How am I going to explain to the postie why I turned up to the door in big bright red racing boots and gloves and headphones and just said, I'm in a rush. I'm in a rush. Sorry. And sweating. I would have definitely been sweating.
B17. Marquez is now in the lead.
So by the looks of it, if I just keep going, I can at least get 15th. Because I'm having to unlap myself from people who are like further up the road, but have retired. So have technically gone a longer race distance than me. That's gonna keep me going for a while. That. That should inherit 15th at some point.
Okay, Daniel, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel, E15.
Oh yeah, you will. It's not safety rating that suffers here, it's iRacing. People keep telling me it's safety rating suffers. It's not safety rating, because at Mount Panorama you either have 4x or no X. There's no in between, and that 4x is usually a retirement, so you end up getting battered with iRacing, as I have. It's been a net loss today.
Front is Peterson.
And it's mostly been other people's crazy incidents. Well, not that one, but definitely this race. Just somebody having a nightmare and then pinging back onto the track to collect me. I don't like tracks with walls, I'll be honest. I'd hate Macau.
Left. The lap time was at 2:08.3. Alright Daniel, that's good consistency, keep it up.
Wow, Hawkin, that's pretty extreme. How do you forget that?
The leader's just done a 2:06.4. Incident in Skyline. It looks like Garcia.
Incident in Skyline.
The guy in front is Garcia.
Yeah, that's a freebie.
Morrison's elbow. We think it might be Peterson. Yellow flag.
And another one. Alright, well I'll take that. That's it. Yeah, that's 13th then. So it's never over till it's over. Whoa! Shh. Oh my god.
We just had a warning for cutting the track. last lap.
I should have probably slowed down for the leaders to let them overtake, but well, whatever. Somebody else might stack it. It's a great track. It's just the walls. If the walls weren't there, then if you have an incident, you're going off the cliff, mate. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Is it a normal road? Is this a street circuit? Wow. Well, there you go.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Go on, blimey.
P15. Okay, it's over.
Well, that was traumatic. So what happened? What happened? Oh. Pretty sure it was a lap one calamity. There were two people that took each other out in turn 2. Oh yeah, all the little driveways. Huh. That's crazy. Well, there you go. I learned something new. So that guy got absolutely just bludgeoned from all angles. And his car weren't driving right. Maybe he had a meatball flag. But it was when he had to. It was in his first real right turn that it really came to fruition. So he just battered, and that just boshed into the side of me. Really annoying. Really annoying to have a meatball from that. I mean, if it happened for real, then yeah, it would be a mega damaging crash. Yeah, that right rear was well off. The car would have been pretty unmanageable for the rest of the race if I'd have just carried on. Yeah, it's way out. Shame. Oh well. There wasn't really anything of note there, so I'm not gonna bother saving that replay. Nothing of note really happened other than the big old crash and then the recovery drive. But yeah, there you go. Disappointing, but I'm just hoping for a good fourth race. Just hope this fourth one comes off nice. Although Super Formula lights at Sebring. Nah. I think I would get bored. Super Formula at Sebring. Super Formula lights at Sebring. Nah. Right, joining session. So how are we supposed to work then? Oh yeah, so we've got little screws to basically make it a drop in. Huh. If they work how I hope they work, then that could be a genius thing. So you've got, this is a quick monitor mount from GT Omega. I believe they're the only ones that are doing this at the minute, but I could be wrong. Because they made it basically for themselves, because they keep on setting up the rigs and that, and it takes them ages. So it just slots in like that. So I'm going to have one of these on the rig and one of these on my desk, and that's going to be on the back of the monitor, and I'm just going to slot it into the rig when I need it, and then when I go back onto the desk, just going to unhook it and put it back on the desk. In theory, should work good. And there's a little screws to help position it as well, although I don't need that because I'm only on a single screen. But they're about 25 quid each, or 60 quid for a pack of 3. So technically speaking, to do what I'm hoping to do would cost 50 quid, but that's cheaper than another monitor. Just hope it works, that'd be quite cool.
Looks like you're clear on pit exit. New fastest lap for Colin, 2:08.9.
Yeah, so that it'll be in the Prime accessories section of the GT Omega website. Yeah, I'd be surprised if they weren't the only ones doing it. Just going to recalibrate the brakes in iRacing, because I keep on seeing a millimetre of red when I'm resting my foot on it. That'll do. Just recalibrating the dead zone in my pedals.
Exit's clear, don't cross the white line. Car left. Clear left.
Interesting. Would be nice to hear a bit more from SynLab. It seems like they're not quite... I don't hear about them as much as I used to. I wonder why that is. Yeah, they pulled out of Australia and Canada recently. Must be for a reason. GC Omega is headquartered in Scotland, so it might have something to do with logistics.
That's a new fastest lap for Jen, 206.7. B4.
How long we got? It's all 42. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. No chance of rain either. Come on. There's a lot riding on this fourth race. Just need a clean one.
Lap time is a 207.8.
So what do they do with the Bathurst, all the little buildings and that when there's not a race on? Being as it's like a street circuit, so to speak. Lemonade stands. Makes sense. Yeah, like the pit buildings and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we're gonna stay there, but do they use them for like, I don't know. They make good livestock buildings. Race. Good lordy lord. Okay. Race 4, come on, be good to me. That is cool. It's quite a cool element. Alright, who we got? It's been a horrible bunch of races, so this needs to be a good one. It's got to be a good one. Please, Lord on high, grant me a clean race.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. Temperature's falling. It's now 21 Celsius. Yellow flag, caution.
Well, they won't be able to do that because of all the people's houses there, will they? A bit of a shame. Right, qualifying. Let's go.
Pit exit's clear. We have 2 laps to set a decent time. Track temperature's decreasing. It's now 21 Celsius.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure so basic ollie in the list when I flash that list up. Doing our part to build exposure for the Porsche Cup. Get more people in it. Well, I mean that was delicate. That was a very, very good downhill section. That was really good. This is a great lap. I hope I can do it again with fully warm tyres. That was scorching. That's probably the best lap of Bathurst I'm ever going to put in. That's for one. I'm never going to be able to do better than that.
6.7.
I don't think. Blimey. Oh, there are some fast people in this one. Hang on a minute. Have I got race fuel in? I think I have. I don't think it would have made a massive difference, but that's not going to help, is it? Yeah, I've got race fuel in. What a silly man.
Fastest lap for Edison, 205.5.
Dear me. Maybe I should try qualifying on QualiFuel. That might be helpful. Well, I don't need to change my setup now because I've already got the race one prepped, so at least I'm gonna... So, yeah, that's not good. starting quite a way down. That just means we might get some shrapnel coming our way if somebody gets it wrong down the hill. That's annoying. Right, 4th and final race of the day, and then I got stuff that needs done. Yeah, I don't think I would have been any quicker. I doubt I would have been any quicker. Gotta be honest. That felt like a really clean lap. I think in an alternative universe, I've loaded the qualifying setup, but I've also made a bit more of a mess of the actual run. $5k iRating today? Yeah, not likely. No, this is the last race of the day. It's been pretty bruising. I've either had nightmares of my own. No, race 1 was my own silly mistake. Race 2 was a little bit better. Race 3 was just pure someone else's collateral damage. So this is the one I'm hoping will be clean. I'm really hoping it's going to be clean. Come on. Cheers, Francois. Here we go. Last one. And let it be good.
The air temp is 20 Celsius. The track temp is 21 Celsius. Be ready. Go. There's an incident in Hell Corner. Looks like it's Edison.
Not bad. Alright, start. Just don't want any damage, I don't want any dramas. That's all I want.
Right side's clear.
Well, that didn't help much, did it?
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty. You're running last.
No me bomb, okay. It's too much to ask, isn't it? Is it too much to ask just to have a blimmin' clean race at Mount Panorama? But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Tracks with walls are no good. Everyone else's mistake becomes your mistake. Same thing happened at Watkins Glen, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is just going to have to be recovery drive.
The leader has just done 206.7. Yellow flag. There's an incident in L corner. Lyle ahead is now 4.6 seconds.
Personally, I think this track is
P20.
interesting to drive, terrible to race, awful to race. I'm just putting it out there.
New fastest lap for Pedersen, 206.1. Time was 207.8. Okay, Daniel, the next car is Lyle. Yellow flag. Watch out. There's an incident in the cutting.
Phillip Island, now there's a track.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace. Okay Daniel, you're really low in. The gap is 1.0.
Very brave. Got a bit of a slipstream train going on there. Not anymore though. That's great.
The gap behind has now decreased to 1.0 seconds.
think I've got aero damage.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Okay, Daniel, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. P17, half distance. Fuel looks good.
Whee!
Car left. Clear left.
Bit squirrely there.
Good pass. Nice front.
Well held, mate, that was.
Lyle is gaining on you. The gap is now 0.9. P16, that was 208.7. 62 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the races today have me really pining for the days of Snetterton. It's been brutal.
The gap ahead is now 2.9 seconds.
Yeah, just getting that feeling that I'm carrying a bit of extra drag on the straights. Keep on sort of slapping that really annoying curve there.
chase. It looks like Lam. The gap behind is now 3.1 seconds. Time was 2:08.2. That's good consistency, keep it up.
Yeah, it might still be some previous, but I think this is now the sunset that I'm driving into.
The gap in front is now 3.5.
This was a mid-season episode where lots of tragic stuff happens, and all hope seems lost.
You think it might be Wolf?
Maybe next week it'll all come back up. What's the track next week?
Push, push, push. We can get this guy. Yellow flag.
Yeah, it looked like he had a nightmare out there. Oh man. And I've got to be honest, these 4 races have really they've squeezed the life out of me. They've definitely not been the most satisfying.
P15, 2 to go.
Is it Hockenheim next? Because I like Hockenheim. I like Hockenheim.
3.9. One more to go. And last lap was at 208.2.
I say that about every track until I actually race it, and then I'm like, you know what, I remember why I hate this track. That's what's happened today. I thought I liked Bathurst, but the track being a good track is one thing, enjoying racing on it is another. At least Hockenheim ain't got walls all around it. I think it's just the design of a track is such that every track needs a skill section, but then it needs an easy passing section. Road Atlanta's got this, that's why you have loads of really good races at Road Atlanta, but there's no real easy crowbars. Hey Simon, I'm interested in other sims, just ain't got the time to really invest in it. Whatever spare time I have has to be devoted to my bread and butter. Plus I don't think LMU is going to be...
15th place, there we go, it's over. Bring it back round.
I don't think LMU is going to be anywhere near as popular as iRacing is. So it makes sense on both grounds. Not got the time to learn something new. And it doesn't make sort of logical sense to do it from a creative standpoint. It's best to stick to the stuff that you're best at and leave LMU to folks who can do it better justice. It's very tempting to diversify in that way, but if you ain't got the time, you ain't got the time. God, that was pretty... What happened then? So what happened to me? What happened to everybody? So basically Ollie was in a pile of rubble at some point, so we'll see what happened there. Lap 1. Yeah, the car does get skewer. No chance. No chance to react to that. What actually happened then? Why did that happen? Just too wide, overlapping. Ryan, in my opinion, Ryan should have held a much tighter line there. He was always going to be overlapping. Yeah. But as a result, everybody just gets crumpled there. What happened? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Annoying. Is this open setup? Yeah, it is open setup. Too much oversteer, Ben. Yeah, nothing really to write home about there. What a shame. That might be the most dissatisfying stream in terms of racing in quite some time. But it's going to happen. You can't win them all. They can't all be brilliant every week. But yeah, Simon, yeah, I am full-time, not necessarily just YouTube, but social media in general. Sim racing social media guy. That is me now. It's been that way since New Year, but I didn't make an announcement or anything about it because I just feel like it's better to do it organically. Or at least in the way my mind works. If I say I'm going to be doing this before I do the thing, it kind of there's a known phenomenon about it. But if you say you're going to do something before you do it, you get that little sort of like you get the payoff from it just by saying it, and it makes you less likely to actually do it in the first place. I discovered a while back that I was susceptible to that. So now I just do it quietly, I guess. But yeah, it's been great, and thank you for popping in and just saying that. Appreciate it. Always helps. But this is where the stream will end. I'm sure there are more better races to come next week, probably next Tuesday, if schedule permits. But yeah, I need a strong cup of tea after all of that. Some calamities and some bruises and batterings in there. So I will leave you guys all to it. Have yourselves a lovely afternoon. I'm going to go and put the kettle on. I reckon this is a free bag cup of tea I'm talking about now. It's desperate measures. So I will I'll catch you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for riding along. Always more fun with you there, so cheers for that. Cheers for giving me your time. And see you again.